about. Not for me. This network here is your opportunity, a voice for freedom. That's what this is. This is why we have Gatorade. This is why we appreciate Gatorade for coming to us, to this network. Why? Because we care. We really do. We really, really care. And it's a shame that Marlboro is under the fire right now. It's a shame because even Benson Hedges, there's a tobacco company. So is Camel Cools Light, Kools. Look that up too as well. Another cigarette company. The Camel. I mean, they're business. You want to take job? You want to bring jobs here in America? You lower taxes, the corporate tax in this country, which Ted Cruz talked about. You lower taxes so the companies will be here. You got companies like you got Genie. Donald Trump missed this. He said there's companies going over to China. Genie, the forklift company, they're going to Ireland. Donald Trump failed to mention this, by the way. He failed to mention this. Caterpillar's thinking about going down to, if Donald Trump gets elected, the CEO told me from Caterpillar, he would go down to Mexico. He would go down to Mexico because it was safer. So, I mean, Trumpy has failed to mention any of this stuff, what we're talking about. He has mentioned the companies, but not the way we're doing. Not the way we're broadcasting, because why? We're getting it from real people such as yourself. This is why I left a message with John Kasich, by the way. Last night John Kasich sent me his personal phone number to call him, and we did that. By the way, I asked him this question. I did not attack the guy. I asked him this question: are you going to endorse Ted Cruz? That was it. No attacks, nothing else, nothing about George Soros that we mentioned, because I just learned that about before I came on the air about George Soros giving $700,000 to John Kasich for supporting the Republican establishment, and to support Donald Trump, influence his vote by endorsing Trumpy. This is what George Soros is doing, by the way. This is why Chris Christie has got endorsement from for Donald Trump, by the way, because George Soros paid Chris Christie $300,000 to endorse Trump. So this is a problem. You see, Donald Trump is friends with George Soros. He's using the guy. He's using people to influence the votes. That's totally illegal. It should be voter fraud right there. And it's not. It's not even being brought up at all. This is a federal charge. This is a federal investigation that the FBI needs to do. And hopefully they'll do it. I mean, talk about Donald Trump said, I'm being audited. Well, I was audited 5 years ago. And what did I do? I turned over my report, put it out on social media. I can't spend any money because I was being audited, but I can post my report out and give it to and make it public. I can do that. It's perfectly legal because I talked to my CPA. I did. I went to your CPA said you can make it public. You can do that, but you can't spend any money. You can't make charges. You can't endorse any candidate at this time because they're being audited. You can't do that, but you can report. You can give out your tax return report, make it public, and let the public know that you're being audited. You can do that because you're a radio talk show host. You can do that under the law on broadcasting. You can do that. So when I did just that. I made it public, and people said, "Huh, this guy doesn't have anything." Yeah, exactly. I don't have nothing. Exactly. All my money that I make, I use it for charity. Seriously. I mean, I'm a 501c4. I can't keep my money. The money that I make, I've invested all of it. I have to invest everything I have. I have to do that. And that's the only way that's going to keep this country safe. The donations I'm getting right now from people, it's peanuts right now. But however, we got Gatorade. We got Gatorade for sponsorship. I appreciate Gatorade. Thank you so much. And I also want to thank my friend um, Robert Coleman for his book too as well. You know, I mean, this is so important. Why we have um, people out here who support this network. You know, anybody wants to support this network, they can do this. Go to patcnews.com. If you're a comment on this, ask if you want to donate to us, or you want to come to sponsorship. You can do that. You can go to patcnews.com. It's right there. Go to patcnews and put your and email us if you want to make a contribution, make a donation, we want to become a sponsor, whatever you want to do to keep America safe. We will be more than happy to do that for you. And we'll talk about your product, whatever you have. We'll do that free of charge. Why? Because we care. We care enough to do so. We do it. We do it because we should. This is what freedom is. This is why freedom is a home for liberty. A home for liberty. Freedom is a home for liberty. That's what America stands for. So, with that being said, thank you for your time, Brenda. Again, and again, St. Patrick's Day today. You know, we pray for the people out there. Be safe, and you know, if you hear something, if you see something that doesn't look right, if you see something, say something, report it immediately. Let your local authorities know about it. So if you see an ISIS potential threat during a parade today, if it's in Chicago or Los Angeles or San Francisco, Detroit, down Las Vegas, or even down in Louisiana, New Orleans, or Florida, New York City. If you see a potential threat, say something, act on doing the right thing, report it to your local authorities, and let them know about it. So if you see something that doesn't look right, let your authorities know about it immediately. Why? Because we care. We don't want any more terrorist attacks happen to innocent women and children, to fellow Americans, because this is not what this country stands for. This country is not open for terrorism. We need to keep this country safe. And the only way to do that, join the NRA, by the way. America's safest place. That's what the NRA stands for now. America's safest place. You know, it's your opportunity. I'm the NRA and I vote. So there you go. And that's their old slogan too as well. I'm the NRA and I vote. So America's safest place. The NRA, the NRA.org. You join up, sign up. Is only for 1 year membership, $25. You can't beat it, and it's guaranteed. It protects your gun rights. It protects. Say the intruder comes to your house, and a bad guy comes in, wants to destroy you and your family. You have the ability to take him out, and the NRA will send their attorneys to defend you, as long as if it's a bad guy, intruder, an evil act of terrorism that comes in your front door. You have the right to annihilate that guy and take him out. And the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. So this is why America's safest place, the NRA. I'm the NRA and I vote. So there you go, Brenda. Anything else? Anything else you need to? Anything else I need to say?
Alrighty.
Thank you, Brenda, for your time.
Thank you.
You have a great day now. Thank you so much. Anything else you want